What's up, guys, and happy holidays from my family to your family. Today I am going to be smoking this 3-pound chuck rib. I'm stoked. You know I love to smoke meat, and I love putting meat in my mouth. I've already put kosher salt on it. I just pulled it out of the fridge. It's been sitting in the fridge for about an hour. I've already started prepping my smoker to get things going because I'm running a little behind on time, and I think I'm going to end up in the dark before this smoke is over. I'm only going to use a couple of ingredients. I'm going to keep this very basic. I've already had this in the fridge for like an hour, put kosher salt on it, let it do its thing, just pulled it out, threw it on the table. So we're gonna get right to it. But before we do, I wanna give a major shout out to Tritails Premium Beef.com. I use Tritails Premium Beef.com. It's a service where they actually send meat right to your door, pretty much any cut of beef you can imagine. You can order directly online, they package it, dry ice it, ship it right to your house. You can use my promo code Outlaw10. I've even partnered up with these guys and we're putting together a box called the Outlaw Box. I'll keep you posted on that, but for now, head on over to their website and give TritailsPremiumBeef.com a try. What I've got is some extra virgin olive oil, and we're gonna just pour this onto here and we're gonna rub this around, splash it around everywhere. The reasoning for this is this will become a glue for the seasonings I'm going to use. And again, I'm going to keep the seasonings very, very basic. I'm not going to go over the top. We're not going to go too crazy. We're just going to use a good rub here with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And that should actually take care of the flavoring that I pretty much need to get out of these ribs. These things aren't super crazy thick. So I'm guessing this smoke will probably take maybe 3 hours. If it's less than that, I'll be a happy camper. But we're just gonna push this olive oil everywhere, get it on the sides, get it in the creases, get it on the sides and the fat and everything else, make it pretty much go wherever you need it to go, and it's gonna be the glue to make the seasoning stick to this meat. So I think that'll do. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open this up. This is the Tritails Premium Beef Hickory Espresso Rub. And we're just gonna let it splash all over this thing. We're gonna rub it around, try to get an even coat of it on there. Now, how much is really up to you. Like I say, I don't use measuring cups a whole lot. I just do what I feel like is right. You know, if it looks right, if I look at it, I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be good, then that's enough. So it can be a different amount for you than it is for me. Maybe I use too much, maybe I don't use enough. But then again, that's just from your view and your opinion. All I know is usually when I pull these things out of the smoker, they taste awesome, and that's all that matters. So put a little more on here. Yeah, we're getting there. That'll do. And put it on the bottom. Don't forget the bottom. Don't forget the sides. The fat is going to push out a whole lot of flavor. And I will probably have the fat sitting on the upside of this when we cook, so that the fat, as it starts to melt and do its thing, it'll actually come down into the meat. So for this smoke, we're going to use some applewood chips. This is Western applewood chips. You can get these pretty much anywhere. You can get them at Home Depot, Lowe's. You can get it at Walmart even. And we're going to go ahead and bring this thing up to temp. What I'm looking for is about a temperature of 225 to 230 degrees. And then we want to maintain that temperature for about 3 hours. And at that point, I think we should be good to go and ready to take them off the smoker. Now, another little thing that I've done here is I've whipped up my own basting sauce. My spritzer's not working, it's not pumping for some reason, so I had to become creative, adapt and overcome. So I'm gonna use this ketchup bottle. Now, what's inside of here is part water, it's part apple cider vinegar, and it's also part Dill seasoning. So it's gonna be salty, and it's gonna be sweet, and it's gonna have some zang, and it's gonna have some pow. And we're gonna use this about every 30 minutes. We're just gonna like pour a little bit on the top, rub it in, let it sit in, and it should help to actually get a good crust on top of the ribs. So we're almost at 200 degrees, which is good. And while this thing climbs up, I've got to declare a state of national emergency. I'm out of beer. So I'm gonna run to the store, get some beer. By the time I get back, we should be ready to put the ribs on and get this party started. I just got back from the store. I got more beer, that's the most important thing. And you can see there's just smoke barreling out of this thing here. So it's ready to go, and I'm ready too. So here we go. Back up. All right, so now we have them on the grill, and now it's the waiting game. All right, so right now the temperature of the smoker is holding at 225, as you can see right here. That's perfect. That's where we want it. You see I still got some smoke. I think this thing's pretty much taking all the smoke it's gonna take. Right now the eternal temp is 152, and what we're looking for is an eternal temp of about 170, maybe 173. Then we wrap it, we let it sit, and the magic number that we're looking for is 203 degrees. At that point, you can literally slide the bones out. It'll be mouth-watering. I had more beers. I'm feeling good. This is happening, and this is gonna be epic. My wife made mashed potatoes. I've got the corn on the smoker, so I'm excited about that. It's gonna be lovely. Okay, so we're there. Right now, we are at 181 degrees, 177 degrees. It's flipping around. What's gonna end up happening is we're gonna hit a stall out, and so what we're gonna do is take the ribs off. We're gonna wrap them in tin foil, throw them back on. What we're looking for is to get them to about 200 degrees because that's where the magic happens. So let's get these babies off of here. Let's kill that because that's not annoying. No, not at all. All right. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you, that burns a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. That's looking beautiful. Ooh, can't wait. So what we're gonna do, like I said, is we're going to, one thing I wanna do before I throw this back on, don't get too excited, slow yourself down. We're gonna baste this with some sauce. All right, and then we are going to wrap this up in this tin foil. There's not many things that actually get me excited. This gets me excited. So now that we have this wrapped, you know what? Let's double wrap it just for security measures. Wifey already said I have to buy her new tin foil. That's perfectly fine because once she tastes my meat in her mouth, she's gonna understand what this is all about. So anyway, now that we got this wrapped, we're gonna throw this back on. We're gonna push this back in here. We're gonna get this temp up. We're gonna check our corn. Corn looks good. It's not overcooking. That's a little, that's almost there. But anyway, we're gonna get this going again. And we are going to up the temp so that basically the ultimate goal here is to hit 200 to 203 degrees. Stay posted. We put these ribs on at about 3 p.m. and we had about 7 beers. So I'm gonna guess that's about 3 hours. And I've let these things rest. We're done with all that. So now we're gonna get to the big, what do you call it? A reveal, I guess. Smoke ring is beautiful. There's juices all over the table here. Let's just see. Well, let's just see. I'll take just a piece for myself, and let's get into it. Look at, first of all, look at the pink. Look at the red. You can see that there. I got a piece of bone. It's so worth it. If you don't smoke meat, you should. Oh my God, Ray. These are delicious. Before we go, oh my gosh. Whew. I feel like, should I just look at the juices coming out of it? Oh my gosh. All right, so on that note, it's time to go. I'm signing off. I'll see you guys next time.